Well, salutations everybody, what's a crack-a-lackin'? It's another day and another dollar and another go for the Craic to have the fun as he goes back into the tactical world of Football Manager 26. The energy is in a bit of a low vibe today, so we went for a more chill game where we can just enjoy the Craic and then they come back and hopefully ended up doing something that will crush the heart of one OTS Joshua. After going 1-0 down in the first leg of our Champions League semi-final, it is up to the mastery of the Craic to figure out whether or not we can bring the defending champions of Europe, United, into the final once again. We'll see how all ends up going, and wouldn't you believe it too? If we succeed, it's confirmed that our arch nemesis of this season will end up meeting us in said final, because it's confirmed that we will meet one Spurs in the final. But we have to get through our semi-final first. Hope that we can end up doing the job. Hope that we can bring greatness to ourselves, make things right from the fault that occurred earlier on, and get a victory over the masterful Pep Guardiola's Arsenal. They're a defensive team that end up knowing their way around it, and we have to go as strong as humanly possible against them, if possibility allows us to do. Now, the last time we had a bit of an issue because Lenny Yoro, ironically, was suspended. No, he's not this time, but he is tired, which is hilarious. But we're going to go with Lenny Yoro and Ilya Zambrani in the background here because it is our best centre defensive pairing. Although he's been having a bit of a mixed bag the last wee while, Alex Jimenez is our best right back there. Could be Willy Kumbala, but he's not in a 100% fit state, so we won't end up going that. We'll go with Saba Karabayashi because he is our best left back, and Mark Cucurella, who has improved infinitesimally since we have started, isn't just ready in order to do it as well. So we'll end up continuing on first. We'll go with Angelo Stellar down there. And we have been going with Bruno Fernandes because Nico Paz was available, but Nico Paz is still injured. Decat is not back yet, to my knowledge. Yes, still injured as well, so we don't end up going with that. So Kishlak probably is the best bet to end up putting there, Matev Kishlak. So we'll end up going with the two of them. It could be him or it could be Menu, but he's also in a slightly injured state, so I think we end up going with that. Ahmad on the right with Bruno in the middle, and he has been our best player there this season, Marcus Rashford, but I am tempted to go with Brian Mbeumo because he has more assists, and Rashford has been a bit of a mixed bag. And we go with Benjamin Sesko up front because he has been our best striker. On the bench, we'll end up having pretty much a full power bench, as strong as we can end up doing it. And we'll basically see what ends up happening. Do we take the risk and bring someone like Paz onto the pitch in case we need to end up making that sub later on? I don't think we do. I don't think we take that risk, but we can end up trying and seeing how it goes. Senor Benakage, what is a crack-a-lackin'? It is a pleasure to have you in. No bother for the lurk. Please stay lurking if you want to. But if you can do, my friends, please give Senor Benakage a follow. He is a gent and a scholar and a fantastic streamer. One of the best to end up doing it. I genuinely end up meaning it. Sounds the bell, gasp at a crack, and knows how to make everything good.
There's the first. At least finds one. Can she play the time? Can she take these fights? Can she isolate them? Yes,
and that's back in the days when he was a Counter-Strike commentator.
It's 4 kills in the round, and Bite have the pistol.
Which is even funnier considering he's not the one commentating on that particular point. There he is. For the second until he ends up elapsing away, we don't end up hearing him. But this is the squad we end up going with, and if we need to, we make pivots to go over to this formation here in order to end up getting more attack out of it. But we start with this formation and hope that we come with gusto and gumption because we need to. Monster Cat, my friend, what is a crack-a-lackin'? How is life treating you? So The good thing for yourself is from this point onwards, you won't need to do the mega check-in. It does it automatically once you've done it the first time, although you didn't end up having very important gamers in the last time, so that's beautiful there. So you will have been signed in, and I'll be able to remember that to end up shouting you out when I actually remember to do it. But how is life treating you today, my friend? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious? Is the work towards developing your own streams going well? As things stand as well. Have you been playing much Repo the last wee while? We're going into a very important game with epic proportions to the rest of the season, so we need to hope that it all goes good, grand, and delicious for us. So, I suppose there's no point delaying the inevitable. We just get into the fight and see whether or not we can end up turning what was a shambolic display in the first round into a potential great display today. Up, my friend, what is a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious with yourself? I hope that life is treating you well. I hope that the book is coming on into great strides. Have you started chapter 3 yet? Been back on FM yourself today? Well, congratulations to hear it. Yeah, I just joined Very Important Gamer. I'm doing my partner push promo for now. I don't know if my second push promo will be live today. Well, not too bad, my friend. Well, it's nice to end up hearing it, and congratulations for joining Very Important Gamers. Dai has managed to get an incredible group of people there. You know, the sexual chocolate himself ends up doing phenomenal. He hasn't told me whether or not he gets annoyed at me calling him Mark Henry, but he's a sound bit of crack and an incredible community there. So, and fantastic to play with as well when time ends up coming down. So you won't find a better group of people there. And Katie, how do you find to be first in your own deluded world? I mean, it's a pleasure to have you either way. We're getting destroyed so far. I'm the mod, so I'm first. I mean, fair enough. You are the first lead mod to show up. Whew, that's tight. Finished chapter 3 today. Just got to go over it with the edit. Well, not too bad, my friend. Just keep in mind that it is the case with all great pieces of literary excellence that you will regurgitate and dump that goddamn thing 3 or 4 times before it's finished. I know someone that has written the entire contents of their book 4 times and has ripped it up 4 times, where it's a completely different book every time they've written it. And that, to me, sounds like absolute insanity. But hey, if it works for him, it works for him. And I hope whatever process you end up going down to, my friend, ends up working for you. This is a difficult game so far. Arsenal are on our arse. Ooh, what type of burger did you end up having? Was it a generic beef patty? Did you end up going for something a wee bit different, like a sloppy Joe? Have you gone for something completely out of the box and maybe a chicken burger or a chicken fillet burger and Cisco? Ooh, that's what we want to end up seeing right there. A completely undeserved goal, but a goal all the same. And now we're back at 1-1. And the chase to the final is on for us now. David Raya should have done a better job covering that. A double cheese and bacon, not too bad. And did you make it yourself? And if you did you go for 2 different types of cheese? I know someone that, and to be fair, it seemed interesting, but I know someone that ended up making a 4-cheese burger with 4 different types of cheese. I can't remember the types of cheese that he used, but it looked interesting for him while he was having it. Interested in your next save being a retro one? Yeah, myself and Kurt were on about it. Potentially we'll be doing a streamer save. That is a retro save in Spain for the 2007-2008 era there. There was talks of Kurt and maybe a couple of people from Enter AI's community coming together to potentially end up doing a save. So we'll see if that ends up going ahead. For now, we're just going to continue with this, see how this continues to go. And if I have the spice to continue to go with this squad, then I might end up doing it. for a wee bit more, because I have my one true love here, my Irish star for the United squad, and it's something I feel that United should always end up doing. If I could do a mommy AMSR MW, I would end up doing it. I don't have the voice to go so sensual. I wish I did, my friend. Unfortunately, I'm a wee bit too raspy. Unfortunately, I'm a wee bit too loud. And unfortunately, I lack the heart in order to do it. You know, the black heart ends up causing the motherly instinct not to come true on my voice. But, you know, it's not a bad thing to potentially end up working on in the future. Although I have in the past tried doing ASMR. I will say this is an atrocious 7 shots, 1 on target. We're coming back into this game, which is good, but still at the same point in time, that shot accuracy is shocking. I'll have to look at halftime and see the stats to see who's missing these shots, because it's not good enough to have this many misses. Are you doing any saves yourself at this current moment in time, seeing you're up? Or have you just been relaxing with FM as you've been playing it? Because you did end up getting it, didn't you? Huh. Yeah, I don't know. There's rumours going around there again that United are looking into getting Carlos Baleba IRL this summer. I don't see it. I think all of Carlos Baleba's hype has been thrown out the window, unfortunately. Much to his own chagrin for not doing the proper work. Also, god damn it, guys. We need to end up hitting with more security now. We're letting the ball away a wee bit too light. Diallo to Bruno, Jimenez, Ahmad. See, it's not good enough, the strikes that we're doing. 13 shots, 2 on target. That genuinely is a joke. Like, that's genuinely not good enough. So let's see if we can look at the stats and see where we're going wrong. We're not going to get it there. I think we need to look at the players. Advanced stats. Nope, not that. Match events. Nope. We could see the XG, but we can't particularly see which players have done what. Fine. Then in that case, we're just going to bollock them and hope that things end up doing better. I think it's an atrocious idea. I think Roberto De Zerbi to Spurs is genuinely an atrocious idea. Like, at the end of the day, I don't care. Like, it's their own fault for going for such a decision. But I don't think it's a good idea at all. Okay, bear with me now. I have a problem with my mic. I think that should be okay there. Good, that fixed that up. Nice. Yeah, but genuinely, like, I like Roberto De Zerbi. He done okay at Brighton, but Roberto De Zerbi, especially for what Tottenham need, is a confrontational manager. He's Julian Nagelsmann without the talent. The upper elites of Brighton quite liked him. The team that ended up going up there, the likes of the Danny Welbecks, the older elements of that Brighton team, it loved him. So he brought a solidity to the team and the whole lot that made them enjoy it. But with the team that is very obviously not fighting for the team, and where you're not going to get the chance to build that excellence, that camaraderie, I think he'll put them down. Now, what were the other choices? My other big problem with De Zerbi is I wouldn't be putting him on a big contract. I would be signing De Zerbi as a savior and then dump his ass, which is the reason why I would have went with Sean Dyche. But hey, what can you really do? I do love that Martin Keown made the assessment that they should have went and brought back Thomas Frank for the end of the season, which is a bloody hilarious assertion, considering they had completely stopped playing for him. I mean, to be frank, I agree with him in one aspect. I wouldn't have sacked Thomas Frank, but you don't bring back Thomas Frank. Okay, so we need to start bloody getting something in. Ben, my friend, what is a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious? If you haven't done, Ben, phenomenal variety streamer there, does FM as well as everything else, does EAFC, and was doing a smattering of other things. I think he was doing Batman Enemy Within the last wee while. Give him a follow if you can. Do a gent and a scholar whenever we have our conversations. So please give him a follow if you can do. And Alex Jimenez scores the goal for us, and he has been iffy the last wee while. So a goal for Alex Jimenez makes it all worthwhile for us. We're 2-1 up, and we're on our way to the final. And it's ironic that Up had started a conversation about Spurs, because in this particular save, this particular year, Spurs are our kryptonite. They are the ones that are on top of the Premier League. They are the ones that stopped us winning the Carabao Cup final. So us facing them in the final of the Champions League will be a problem, especially considering we could give them a Champions League. I'm doing well, my friend. I can't complain too much now. The Craic is treating me 90, kept going, kept the wheels flowing and the whole lot. Bit lower energy than normal today, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing Football Manager, to just relax, analyse, enjoy potentially the crack of what's going on. And, kept going that way. But what about yourself? How is life treating you? Oh, Sesko! Oh. Sorry. Why am I clapping? I can just do this. It is an obnoxiously long clap, but at the end of the day, it's still worth it. Martin Keown also says fans shouldn't laugh at Arsenal when they get beat and refuses to criticise them after the cup final. Need to have impartiality as a pundit on national radio, but he's the only biased pundit. He's not the only. Oh no, you were saying he's not the only. Yeah, he's definitely not. Like, the thing with Martin Keown is, like, he's completely blinded by Arsenal. But then again, why wouldn't he? He's been gassed up by Arsenal fans like nobody's business. Like, I don't want to be mean to Martin Keown, because, let's be fair, Philip Foden has 5 Premier League championships, 5 Premier League titles, which makes him one of the most decorated midfielders of all time in the Premier League. He has 5 Premier League titles, and and for 3 of those Premier League titles, he played 20 games. Okay, yet he will be recognised as one of the top Manchester City players once he ends up retiring, because of the fact that he has that record. You know, he will, because the stats will end up dedicating it down to that. Martin Keown is always identified as Arsenal invincible Martin Keown, the man who played 14 games in a 60-game season. So if you're being an ass, you could pick on him for that. No point being an ass. You know, anyone that's involved in the equation to get you the title deserves to be part of the title. But, like, Keown's had smoke pot up his ass for so many years that it makes sense that he has a wee bit of leniency towards him. But you always have bias towards your own club. I'm biased towards United. I think we're in a much better position than we always have been. I've been saying it for years. I'm biased towards the streamers that I end up liking, you know. I'm biased towards the wrestlers I end up liking. So you know yourself, bias is a thing. But I have to agree with you too, Ben. Sesko looks like an unbelievable player. He's definitely an unbelievable player in this game, but IRL as well. It's looking like he's kicking into gear. It's looking like he's finally letting the pressure of Manchester United slide down his back. And that's probably the one thing about Michael Carrick I like. It doesn't matter that the quality of the games have decreased. It doesn't matter that it's blatantly obvious they're not as fit as they were before. He's not getting the job as a result of that. But he's brought a relief to some of these players that were being shackled down by the media. Now, it'll become a problem next season when that shackle starts coming again. But let's hope by that point the momentum that they're riding continues to go on. And I think Šeško might be able to do that. Speaking of biased journalism, Wrestle Talk has gone full AEW no mode, and I have no idea why. They've always been fans of AEW. The Bucks have been on their show. They came around to their establishments when they were in England. They've been giving journalistic access to the show and the whole lot, and it's their type of wrestling. It's the same way as David Meltzer is the same. Dave Meltzer's the same because it's their type of wrestling up. So, you know, it's a weird type of bias in their case. But like AEW is much better than it was a year ago. So, you know, it's an okay time to be up their arse. Oh! And we were worried about getting into the final. What a bloody result for us. Genuinely, what a bloody result. I don't even care about the gymnastics up because I watch AAA and the whole lot. I'm a fan of luchador stuff. It's a matter of how you want to go with your gymnastics. Like, I don't care about gymnastics so long as that's your character. If your character is I do the flippy shit, do the flippy shit. Don't be I do the flippy shit and then I'm the beater of worlds as well. Do one or the other because it works that way. Walt, my friend, the gent, the scholar, the shaman of sexy. Please, my friends, give him a follow. He is a gent and a scholar, a fantastic streamer there. He's in all black in this image and he was in all white today. From devil to angel, the man brings you up and down throughout the experience of a stream. Please give him a follow if you can do. Not that he needs me to send the love. But genuinely, how is the GOAT treating? You know, goats know goats. You know, the greatest of all time knows the greatest of all time. What's a crack-a-lackin', my friend? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious? I hope that the crack is treating you 90. We're currently in the process of demolishing Arsenal in this third season of our game and getting to two straight-to-straight, back-to-back UEFA Champions League finals. So we're in a fantastic situation here, a fantastic display after a shambolic first round goal for us, and we're in happy spirits now as we start off the stream with a fantastic result for us. Oh, I love this type of music. I've been watching a lot more P. Chal on Twitch as well, who's a Pokemon Nuzlocke streamer. He's currently doing Platinum Kaizo, and he listens to a lot of techno EDM type music, and it's just joy, you know. It basically makes me feel like this. haven't a clue if anyone else is interested in it, but hey, I suppose, you know, you come to listen to my deuce tunes more than you end up listening to the music in the background. Now, here's where it's interesting. Because, this type of music, techno music, I've been big into techno music the last wee while. Because we lost the Carabao Cup final, which was there. We lost the Carabao Cup final to Spurs. Spurs are our big rivals in the Premier League. We have 3 games left in the Premier League. If we win against West Brom, West Ham, and Fulham, we win the league. If we win against City and then Spurs, we do the treble. But time will tell how we end up doing. We have 5 finals, 2 of which are actual finals. All of these matches matter. We are on equal points to Spurs. They capitulated and lost their last game to Bournemouth 4-1. We have a goal difference of 10 on them, so it is bonkersly unlikely they catch up. So these 3 matches are the most important matches we will ever have. Problem is, everyone is dead. I mean, I probably am senior up because all of them are tired. Everyone is tired. We're going to capitulate somewhere. We have 5 games left. We need to perform brilliantly in every single one of these games. It is insanely unlikely that that occurs, but we will do what we can. We will chance our arm and see if we can end up getting the victory that we so deserve. After a hat-trick display versus Arsenal, Sesko outright has to start versus West Brom. It's just wrong not to start him, which means that Rasmus Højlund and Evan Ferguson are both, unfortunately, being left over again. But you have to do what's right. You have to do what's right for the team. You have to do what's right for the players. And we'll end up going down and hoping that that ends up bringing greatness for us as well. Okay, so the sad thing with City is City actually would have the funds to do it. The largest transfer I have seen City do, not on this save, mind you, but the largest transfer I've seen City do was 300 million quid for Eduardo Camavinga. Now, let's be fair. What a player to spend 300 million quid on. But we'll see. Like, they've spent 80 million on Benjamin White, which was disastrously shite. And then they've bought a couple of interesting people there, like Hugo Camaradas, who looks like a star and a half that could be good. For piss cheap. Oh, no, actually, no, not piss cheap. What am I on about? They've spent 109 million quid on Sandro Tonali, and then 49 million quid on Alex Vale. So they have spent 250 million quid on 4 players. You know, they spent only 17 million the year before, and then 267 the year before that. So, you know, they're up there in terms of spend. Now, we can't exactly say much now because, where do I see it? Yeah. Nope, go back. So, if I go to transfer history, yeah. That was that season. Then we had this season here where, you know, we got a lot out, to be fair, but we spent a lot as well. And then this season is where things have gone right. This is a good banger. This is a banger, to be fair, up. Yeah, this is these are the type of beats I like. I need to at some point in time here in Ireland find a good techno bar that has all of the lights and the whole lot and go and enjoy it. Because where I'm from, there's fucking nothing. Doesn't have to where I'm from at the moment that everyone is doing nothing but no snow. Okay, so how do we go about West Brom? No snow. What's another word for no snow? A case of nostril sugar. A case of vibrating dandy. And if you can't get it after that, I'm afraid, you know, you're too innocent for this world. I have to say, I've never had the privilege of having a take of nostril sugar, so I'm happy about that as well. Mm-hmm. I mean, everything should be. I am deeply of the opinion that well, obviously there are exceptions, but like almost everything in life should be experienced at least once. Like you obviously don't want to have the experience of murder or cannibalism or, you know, other bits and bobs, but like recreational stuff that will only impact you in terms of when you're doing it, I think you should try to experience them if they fit the proper procedure. Now that could be the complete wrong mentality to have on that. I'll 100% agree, but you know. Okay, so let's get ourselves set up for this game now. We're going to go Alex Jimenez, Willy Kwamboala, Ilya Zimbrani, and Mark Cucurella. We're going to stick with Angelo Stellar. We're going to put Chris Gibson. Yeah, you're there. We're going to put Chris Gibson beside Stellar. We're going to go with Ahmad and Mbeumo again. Actually, we're not. We're going to go Ahmad and Victor Rushk and Benjamin Sesko up front with Bruno Fernandes in the middle. Because I think it gives us enough rotation that we're fine, but allows everything to end up coming into play. Are there anyone else that we properly want to end up checking with? Well, Farwell is never going to get playing, so we can swap him with Rasmus so that we have two striking options if we need to. Mbeumo there for the wing side, Kuslak there. Kamrada's a striker. We don't really want Kamrada, so you're young and probably the wrong one to put there, but we'll swap Kamrada with Koulibaly, and this will be the bench we go with. Actually, what am I at? Delict instead of Willie. There. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Green Light Pitbull. Interesting. I look forward to hearing this one, my friend. Gonna write an article some point this week too. Nice. And what is it that you were thinking of articling, my friend? Is there any interesting topic that you have on your mind to end up talking about? Okay. So, this is going to be... I think this was a WrestleMania theme song. Maybe it was Elimination Chamber. I know it's used at one point in wrestling as a theme song anyway for one of their shows. But anyway, stop distracting me. Important match for us. So we're going Edison, Alex Jimenez, Matthias de Ligt, Ilya Zimbrani, Mark Cucurella, Angelo Stellar, Chris Gibson, Amad Diallo, Bruno Fernandez, Victor Rushk, and Benjamin Sheshko. Can we do well? Time will tell. Manchester United versus West Bromwich Albion. 3 games left. We could be crowned champions. Or we give it up to Tottenham Hotspurs. So it's all on the line to stop them from taking another trophy from us this season. Littler is good taste, though, to be fair. Although it's not a very bouncy song to come out to be fair. Like, it's a good all-around song, but as an entrance song, I don't know how bouncy it is. I like Lillian Garcia, to be fair. I do think Samantha Irvin is the best female announcer I have seen in wrestling. But I do think Lillian Garcia is probably second. I don't want to be mean to Alicia Taylor, but I just don't like I just don't like Alicia Taylor's announcer. Now, funnily enough, I also don't like Mark Nash. So it's not a thing of that description either. I don't think either of the 2 announcers that WWE currently have are good. Shame her husband is a tit. I know absolutely nothing about her significant other, and I couldn't give less of a shite. Oh, Samantha Irvine. Oh, yeah. Well, she's a tit too, to be fair. Like, she's not exactly the sharpest tool in the fucking shed. Like, she's doing what she wants to do, fair play to her, but there's no point pissing off the audience base that came to you. Like, use the WWE audience and sell to them as much as you can to before you shit in their fucking breakfast cereal, you know? Now, to be fair, she kind of did with the music cover and the whole lot, and the fact that, you know, she's basically on OnlyFans without being on OnlyFans. But at the end of the day, who gives a shite? She actually has talent. Like, she has a voice and a general disposition. That's a nice way I can say that. To be in movies. And I actually don't mind Ricochet that much. It's just he doesn't know where the fucking line is. Have you never heard that statement, that line before, Senior up? Have you never heard crap in your breakfast cereal? Yeah. it's an old school adage. Yeah, it's an old school adage. Basically, it's an offshoot of the old farmer's tale. Don't crap where you eat. You know, it used to be said to cattle and the whole lot, because if you let cows have access to the trot, like, you had to put the trot far enough. So the reason why, if you ever were curious, why on farms cattle trots are through a cage where they have to stick down their head and like properly chunk in to get the food, is because otherwise they crap into their own basket, and basically they'd be crapping where they eat. So that's the old adage, you know, in order to do that. As opposed to the lunch cereal. It's more the fact of the bowl. It's literally more the fact of the bowl. You know, just don't crap in your food, in your breakfast bowl. You know, to be in relation to the cattle trot. It's more that way, funnily enough. I mean, you can use it on any of your meals, but it is based on that. And I'm not a farmer, by the way. I've no interest in farming. It just so happens that I live on a farm, as we knew when the one time that the cattle managed to get out and they needed to piss off for 30 minutes. For any of you that were at that stream, a joys to you, you useless sacks of crap. Are you kidding me? Oh, no. I bet you that's their first shot, too. I bet you. No, first one on target, because of course it is. Because of course it is. Why wouldn't their first shot on target be a bloody goal? We cannot capitulate now. We have to get a win out of this. A draw is not good enough. We have to get a win. Cucurella. Why would you take that shot? Nobody there. Cucurella loses the ball. Oh, it's going to be one of those games, isn't it? It's going to be one of those games. Of course. Of course. Oh. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful levels of horse crap. Beautiful levels of horse crap. You can't write that levels of horse crap. You genuinely can't do it. I think we've handed Spurs the league. I think we've handed Spurs the league. 2 shots on target. 2 shots on target, both of them goals. Spurs winning. Yep. So the table is looking like we're fucked. That's what the table is looking like. Come on, please, guys. I need something out of ye. Come on. And of course, their goalkeeper's having a good performance. Of course, their goalkeeper's having a good performance. Mbuemo. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't fucking believe it. Three fucking shots on target, all of them in goals. 2 goalkeepers with a 6.2. Ah, nah.
Off is the direction you can fuck.
I don't have words. I genuinely don't have words. I genuinely don't have words. That this is astonishing. Astonishing. Like every shot. Yeah, we've handed Spurs the fucking league. We handed them the league. We handed them the league. I like. I don't know. Like what? Oh. Hello, my friend. What's a crack-a-lackin'? Pleasure to have you in. I'm in shell shock. I'm in absolute shell shock. Like that tells you the story right there. That tells you the story right there. That tells you the story right there. Nothing else tells you the story. Hands of bloody Midas right there. I have seen the hands of Midas screw me before. This is a special example of the hands of Midas screwing me. This is phenomenal. I'm not even talking to you, tits. I've never been so sickened at the game in all of my life. Ever in all of my life. So go on, bring up a topic about WWE 2K26, Benny, as we throw the fucking league to Spurs. 2 games left. I mean, it's possible. It's possible Spurs lose one of the last 2 games, but they've done it once to Burnley. Bournemouth. We can't expect them to do it again. Been playing FM on mobile and PC since 2024, and it seems to get harder to figure out the tactics because I keep losing a lot. Really frustrating. Well, the tactics in this game, to be fair, are like way different, way different to how they were before, how they were in years before, and there does just seem to be times where it completely ignores them, which, you know, there's not much you can end up saying about it, but it's just annoying. Like, that's my worst loss of the year, of this season. That's my worst loss of this season. It's astonishing that ended up happening. Like, genuinely, that's my worst loss of the season. Yeah, that's my worst loss of the season. And it comes at a time where we really couldn't afford it. Because now we need Spurs to lose. And it's not going to happen. Spurs are not going to lose. Kieran, my friend, what's a crack-a-lackin'? You came in at an interesting time where the crap has really hit the fan. So WWE 2K26 gameplay is solid, really fun. Absolutely crap. All the crap is unlocked but the pass. And, well, I will say one of the good things that 2K have done is they've changed the ringside pass. for the upcoming ringside passes so that all of the exclusive characters are unlocked immediately on tier 1. So the 4 exclusive characters that you get per the ringside pass will be given to you automatically, and as a result of which, in the latest patch, you get up to rank 20 in ringside pass 1, so that you get all of the current exclusive characters. It doesn't help that there's still a grind, and it doesn't help for the My Faction, which is a problem in of itself, to get the Persona characters from there. I'm particularly bugged about the Persona characters because I will be away in Las Vegas when they're released, so I'm probably going to miss them again. But hey, you know, yeah, players getting low morale or frustrating. I always give pep talks and everything. Are you a Spurs fan, IRL? I'm not. This save was started up during the beta, during all of the horse crap that was going through on this game flow. So as a result of which, I went with the team that I support. So I'm actually a United supporter. Now, I'm fair. I'm to be more than frank, United has been the fan that we've been around for years. It's the one I know the most amount of information. It's the one that I stick with. But I'm more of a fan of just good football. So I'll watch loads of football there and I'll see that ends up coming down. I do have my favourites. Like, I particularly like Sean Dyche, for example, as a manager. So I don't like Nottingham Forest, but I wanted to see that and it coming true. But, you know, I can understand it. Like, in my FM24 save, I ended up managing Liverpool. So, you know, it's only a game. But, you know, sacrilege, you know, dynamis crack. As someone who doesn't play online or versus CPU, it doesn't help. No, I understand that, Benny. I just wish there was other ways to get the Persona characters, because some of them are really good. Like, I really want O10 Drew McIntyre, because it's a completely different Drew McIntyre. It comes with his team music and the whole lot. Like, it comes with Broken Dreams. And I want that. I don't give a crap about the likes of the new CM Punk, that they haven't even bothered the lazy pricks to change his hair, you know? Okay. Here it comes. Here it comes. Can Jose Mourinho, can you save me? Jose, can you save me? Jose, can you bloody save me? I need to win against West Ham. Benny, if they fuck me, I'm blaming you. I need to win against West Ham. But can they save me? And then after we win against West Ham, we need to finish that and see that Spurs have fallen. Fallen. To Chelsea. Okay. So we're going Edison, Alex Jimenez, Lenny Yoro, Ilya Zambrani, Saba Karabayashi, Kishlak, Gibson, Mbwemu, Bruno, Victor, and Ferguson. And then we're making one last change. We're making sure that Rashford is on the bench. Okay. This has to go well. This has to go well. If we fail here, we've screwed everything. We need a win, and we need Chelsea to have a win. If Chelsea win, we still have a chance. We still have a chance if Chelsea win. Please, if you can, if you have any deity that you believe in, cross your fingers and your toes and let the deity come to our side. Let the prayers across the world come because we need divine intervention here. We need the FM gods to screw Thomas Frank. Whatever you can do to bring good luck, whatever you can do to bring good fortune, bring it now, because we need good luck. We need good fortune. We need a victory here, and we need Spurs to have that victory too. Not Spurs, sorry, Chelsea to have that victory too. We want Spurs to lose. So, in we go. Into the fray. Start off strong. The only other game is the game we need to keep an eye on. So let's hope at some point Chelsea score. We need a win, and we need Chelsea to have a win. We need Jose Mourinho to save our ass. Third time around Chelsea manager Jose Mourinho. Okay, this is already. Now we need to seal the deal. Now we need to seal the deal. Now we need to seal the deal. We cannot let this opportunity go. We're going to have another Hands of Midas performance, aren't we? There's no way we're going to have another Hands of Midas performance. It's going to happen again. Oh, please don't let it happen again. Bro, my friend, what's a crack-a-lackin'? We're under the clutch. We need a win here, and we need Chelsea to get a win. Chelsea are 1-0 up. We currently are dealing with another Hands of Midas performance. Saba! Oh, the hope is alive. The hope is alive. Can Chelsea round it out? Can we continue with this? The hope is alive. Oh, that's what we needed. So, I think if you're on about FM 26, bro, I think FM 26 is a fine game. Fine game. I don't think it's better than 24. That's the problem. I don't think it's better than 24. I definitely don't think it's better than 24 with a modded skin in it. The SAS skin for 24 blows this game out of the fucking water. There's something about the way this game plays that it's not as addictive. It's not as engrossive. Now, an awful lot of that has to do with the fact of I still don't get this tactical improvement they've done. I'm trying to understand it a wee bit more, trying to understand the interconnective plays between both the in and the out of possession. It doesn't seem to do exactly what I want it to do, as a result of which the eccentricities that were in the FM24 don't work as well here. If you were to throw in an FM24 tactic into FM26, your ass is getting destroyed. It does tend to be of the point that the two most important positions once again are your fullbacks, which is a problem for me because I currently don't have the best fullbacks in the world. But as a result of which, it causes bits of problems with the experimentation on how stuff end up working out. But it's a fine game. I will say this until the day I die. My problem with this game isn't this game. My problem with this game is it isn't what they promised. That's my problem with this game. It isn't what Sports Interactive promised, but to be fair, they've been listening, they've been patching. It's in a much better condition than it was at launch. I'm still of the opinion that if someone was to ask me now, do I buy FM26? Not unless it's on half price. To me, not unless it's on half price, not unless you're spending 20 quid in this game. That's my opinion. I can't in good conscience tell someone to buy this at full price. With that being said, there's tons of creators making fixes for it. There's tons of creators working on stadium packs, skin packs, and tons of people that are making it more than what it was beforehand. And the other exception I would give when advising people whether or not to buy this game is if they're streaming. Because if you're streaming this game, I recommend you buy it tomorrow morning, because the FM community are the nicest community in the world. Genuinely, they're the nicest community in the world. They will always talk with you. They will always have interactions with you. You go in and chat with them, and they're more than happy to hear about how things are going with your save. More than happy to give you more opinions on ways to improve and how things will end up working with them. So genuinely, I respect it. I think it's good, and we'll see what ends up happening. It does have a tendency as a result of that to feel like a demo for 27. I believe they didn't want to bring out the game and wanted to wait until 27, but the community kind of forced it. It's not even that the community kind of forced it, bros. Financially, they couldn't afford it. Sports Interactive are a one-game company. They'd already broken licensing terms with the Premier League because they had promised the Premier League a game in 2025. Sega are a notoriously cheap parent company, and I think if they didn't release it, Sega would have closed down Sports Interactive. I'm still not shocked that they haven't done it yet, considering the negativity in the sales that have come from this game, because it's not near as good of a seller as 24 was. But hey, we'll see what ends up happening. I think the deciding factor on this game and the amount of leg that the fan base will give them is the World Cup mode. However, if they implement an actually decent World Cup mode and people can be happy with it, I think that will be a saving grace and people will be happy as a result of that. I don't think that's enough to... No... We need Spurs to lose. A draw isn't enough. We need Spurs to lose. A draw isn't enough. Crap. Unless they draw the Villa as well, then it would be enough. But a draw isn't enough. We need another goal from Chelsea. We need another goal from Chelsea. We need that. We need that to be 2-1 Chelsea. We need it. Well, when did this sexy man end up going live? At about 9 o'clock, Duck. I was a wee bit late today. And then I ended up posting out all of the Discord messages and the whole lot. Apologies that the time was a wee bit different. Just got caught in some personal business and the whole lot. He was here. I think he's gone on lurk or has headed out. But we'll see what ends up happening, Senior Duck. Maybe he'll end up coming back in. Yeah, a second draw against Villa would work as well, but we don't want to be taking that risk. We want Chelsea to get a win. We need Chelsea to get a win. I think 27 is going to be a better version of 26, but not going to be much better, and it's going to be 2 to 4 years for SI get where they want. I don't think they have 2 to 4 years to get it where they want, bro. I don't think they have that long. I think another year of the sales that they got this year will mean Sega will either sack most of the team and look for a brand new team, or will close the studio. I don't think they have 2 to 4 years to do it. Anywho, probably the best. He gonna hate my incoming next watch streak. Oh, do you have it today, my friend? Not too bad. Victor. Okay. Now 2-0 is the most dangerous score in all of football because...
Shut up.
Don't you forget, you ain't won yet.
But that also doesn't matter yet. We still need Chelsea to come back and get another goal. Please, Chelsea, please do it for us. Come on, Chelsea, please do it for us. We need you to come and get another goal. We need you to win this game. Happy out. 6-7 is always a good number to be at, my friend. Although I have no idea what that meme actually means, but hey, there's no competition really. They always make profit. You underestimate Sega's cheapness. You underestimate Sega's cheapness, bros. Sega owns some of the most profitable franchises of all time. And just out of the fact that they didn't make the profit they wanted to, they're on ice. Streets of Rage 4 made the most amount of money of any fighting game that year. And there's no desire for them to make a Streets of Rage 5, you know? They're not giving the funding in order to do it. I know that's not a yearly game, so it's a different kettle of fish, but you underestimate the cheapness of Sega. I genuinely wouldn't be shocked if Sega just pulled the plug if it wasn't making enough money. Like, Sega's one of those companies that they aren't as bad as EA, where we don't want some of the money, we want all of the money, but they're goddamn cheap. Not here for too long. Gotta be awake for 7 as someone's coming to fix my washing machine. Is it Johnny Sins? Senior Duck, is it Johnny Sins that's coming to fix your washing machine? Or is he just delivering pizzas these days? Oh, that's a horrible joke. Sega could the problem, but as long as they make profit every year, I wouldn't care, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, that's the only way it becomes a problem, is if Sega have a problem with it. That's why I'm saying it all depends on Sega and what Sega's viewpoint is on it. That's why I'm not as much of a doomer as I was the last time. I became a doomer when they cancelled 25 because it's a one-game studio and Sega's notoriously cheap. I'm not going to be a doomer on 27 or even on 20. Or even on that, just my viewpoint is if the sales continue to diminish, I don't think Sports Interactive will be the ones in charge of it for all that long. Like, if they had 3 years of mediocre sales like this one ended up having, I think it becomes a problem. Ferguson with another shite performance. Come on, Chelsea, please score another goal. Because I don't want to put the risk on Aston Villa getting a draw. Willie up to Mbeumo. Mbeumo to Rasmus, and Rasmus scores. EA makes promises and never delivers on them, and turn FC 26 into a bigger beta than FM 20. Do you think so? Do you think so, bro? Like, I know it's a disappointment of a game, and they're not making all of the money in the world now thanks to the loot box laws that were put into place thanks to EAFC. But I mean, for the most part, I've heard people were fairly okay with EAFC 26. They'd done good improvements on the goalkeeping. They'd done good improvements when it came down to clubs and the whole lot. I didn't hear too many people turn around saying that they weren't delivering. It's just that they wanted it to be better. They're patching it every 2 weeks. Yeah, but they've been doing that for years. Like, they've been doing that since bloody 2012, almost. No! Oh, Jose, you fucking suck. Oh, god damn it, Jose. You couldn't do it for me, could you not? You couldn't do it for me. Oh, you couldn't get the win for me, could you? Oh, they're gonna win the goddamn league now. Oh, that's gonna hurt so much. It's genuinely gonna hurt so bloody much. Oh. I mean, with 8 losses, we don't deserve it. But at the end of the day, it's such a crying shame. Bro, I'll watch it tomorrow at some point. It's too late now with the time change for me to actually stay up and watch it, because for the last wee while, when America ended up changing their time frame up and it was on from 12 until half 2, it made sense, but it's 1 till half 3 now, so it's slightly too late. So I'll watch it tomorrow at some point during the day. I'll put it on in the background. I won't give proper credence to it, but I'll watch it, get an idea of it, and enjoy the crack of when I'm watching it. Will you be staying up to watch it, or I forget where you stated you were from, bro? Are you from a location where it's actually, you know, okay to view it, or the time scale isn't too much of a pain in the arse? Okay. Can we do this? Can Spurs lose to Villa? Can we win? I don't think we can. If I'm honest, I don't think Spurs are going to win. I don't think they're going to. I think it's going to fall on us. I think we're going to end up having the unfortunate situation of it falling on our arse. I don't think we're going to get lucky. But weirder things have happened. Hope Sheamus wins tonight. And I always watch live. I couldn't watch it. Or I couldn't watch it. Really? I mean, that's fair enough. I understand that. But I actually don't mind watching it. I know Netflix have had problems in the last wee while where rewatching it, there's been multiple problems skipping ahead of stuff. But I don't have that much of a problem watching it now. Also, I will say it's interesting, considering he retired, that they're after announcing that John Cena is the host for WrestleMania 42. I'd laugh my goddamn ass off if they managed to have him do a match. By the way, who is Sheamus facing tonight? Because I know that the tag team titles are on the line for The Vision versus the Usos. The Vision should win that, by the way. And I know that Penta is facing Kofi Kingston, which Penta should just snap him. But we'll see what ends up happening. I mean, slightly scared now, Duck, that we won't be able to take it. We won't be able to get the victory, and Spurs will end up. Winning and leaving the league, but we'll see that. No. It's Penta versus Kofi Kingston. And there's no way Penta would end up losing the title anyway, because he's defending it against El Hilo del Vikingo in the last night of Rey del Reyes. So there's no way that would end up changing. Anyways, my friends, yeah, well, it's announced there 2 hours ago that it was Kofi Kingston. By them themselves, like here. Like, there, you can look at that. Did that work? Okay. Like, there you go. Anyways, my friends, I will be back in 1 moment. I just have a quick thing I need to do, so just bear with me and I'll be back as fast as I can. Well, actually, I won't.
Dat is bijna een no-look-paas, joh. Kijkt er niet eens naar.
I'll delay it.
Dat is over de
Kicker,
lijn.
my friend.
Dat is over de
What's a
fucking lijn.
crack-a-lackin'?
Nee,
is it
dat
all
is
going
over
good,
de
grand,
lijn.
and
Hoe is dat
delicious
niet
with you?
over de lijn?
How did your stream end up going today, my friend?
Gewoon genaaid hier.
Helemaal geen buitenspel, joh. Kijk.
I hope that the stream was going
Dat
grand
is
for you.
over de
I hope that the crack was 90. You've come in at a devilishly sticky wicket for us, because this is the last game of the season. We need Spurs to lose in order for us to win the league. Otherwise, Spurs have won the Carabao Cup and the Premier League. And what's worse is we have Spurs in the final of the Champions League as well. Bobby, thank you so much for the raid. You are a gent and a scholar. What was a crack-a-lackin'? How did that end up going for you, my friend? Was it all good, grand, and delicious? Did you have a good old time in the RV? Did it get there yet? If you don't mind me asking. You've come for the last game of the season, where you get to find out with the rest of us. Do we win the league, or do we capitulate and lose it to Spurs? I know, but it's Spurs versus Aston Villa, and we need to hope that Spurs fall. They didn't fall to Chelsea, and we fell at one of the worst hurdles we could have against West Brom when FM truly FM'd me. Properly FM'd me. I know, 2 goalkeeping performances down bad, so we'll see what ends up happening. What's worse, Stuck, is it might be a case of them getting a treble if we're not careful. Yeah, it was a good journey. Got to the checkpoint 4, I think. Not too bad, my friend. Not too bad. And are you doing it with a wheel, or are you just driving it normally? Because that's a very relaxing game, but you also do need to actually keep an eye on it too, so it's not like it's just chillax and then it all vibe away as well. You just need to keep an eye on it. Battlefield and FIFA 2, brilliant. In my particular case, that to be fair, that was a problem. It was Charlie Hardley, who is young, but he's coming up and he has potential and he should be good. But you know, shit happens. They are a different breed on FM, to be fair. But just on keyboard, nothing wrong with that, my friend. You know, you actually need to keep it up. No, I understand that. Well, like I did have a proper backup in that we had Senny Lamans and Dennis Siemens there, but both of them were, for lack of a better word, absolutely catatonically shite. So we didn't really have a choice. And we still need to end up getting a proper goalkeeper in, and we're hoping that the development of either him or Quinton will end up taking that place. But there's no good goalkeepers on the market either, you know? So, Bobby, when it comes down to FIFA, are you playing it in a clubs formation? Are you more of an ultimate teams man? How do you end up going about it? And will you be purchasing the brand new FIFA created by Netflix? Not even... I mean, he was at... Well, you joke about that, but he was at one point linked to United, so it's not actually that much of a joke. I am thinking of doing a database that has Spurs in the Championship and get all their players that too good to free agent and try and win the treble. I mean, it's not a bad idea, bro. It's something you can end up doing. I do a Roberto De Zerbi with them. I'm back. Daughter just woke up. Oh, not too bad. I hope she's doing well, my friend. Pro clubs only. Played career mostly on PES 21 with a new season update. I've been playing career this year because I have the game. I play it only. I don't know if you're part of the community. Maybe you are. I play it with Enter AI and the community he ends up going with, and I play it only when he's not in the actual clubs because I'm not particularly good at the game, and I'm trying to be learning. But you know, it's hard, and career mode makes it more complicated than it needs to be as well. I ain't touching the Netflix FIFA, way too cartoony for me. I haven't even looked at it, so I haven't a clue what it's like. I just know it's a brand new developer. Like, some of them have talent in the industry, but it's the first conglomeration of this developer ever. They've never released a game before, so it'll be interesting. It's hard though. Didn't even know it existed. Yeah, well, to be fair, they put a good bit of funding into it, and it's nice that EA have a competitor because PES have just given up, because PES is just live football now or something like that. And although that's meant to be a good game, I haven't played it. It's nice to see someone actually coming in to try and tighten the heels of EA, especially considering there's a big rumor now that EA are actually doing big work on it as well in order to improve it. Yeah. What would be your position of choice when you're doing clubs, if you don't mind me asking, Bobby? Because I only have one archetype. I haven't even played it enough in order to unlock the second archetype. I only have one archetype, and the archetype I have is basically just the center defense of the midfield. So I'm still trying to learn how to actually like defend, because defending is my big problem. That, and I'm a wee bit too trigger happy with true passes, unfortunately. So I have to get a wee bit better at you know, not completely destroying myself on that. Do you play EAFC Kick? Ah, not too bad. I used to is a valid response to that question. Didn't buy this year's though. I don't really blame you for that. It looks like an okay game, this year's one. I've been playing it and it's fine. There's nothing exceptional about it. I played Striker the last 3 years. Ah, okay. So that means, yeah, that means you're a skill bruh. You're a skill bruh. I can't do skills for shite. I wish I was able to. I am the embodiment of crap when it comes down to skills, and I bloody wish I wasn't. Really? And you've that many goals? I'm shocked to hear that, my friend. About 1,400 to 5,000-ish last year. Yep. I mean, I cannot critique a goddamn bit. I'm currently on 340 hours on this FM game alone. FM 23 was 442. FM 24 was over 700. So trust me, I know damn well how you can sink your hours into it. Although the longest I've ever seen someone sink into a game is someone who played Dota 2 and had 20,000 hours in it. Or something close to that. He had almost 10 years in Dota 2. He played it that much. Genuinely, he played it that much. 2 years, it became a problem. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, but I played 24 consistently. I had 24 on all the goddamn time. As in, because, like, if you're on about me, if you're on about the in-game save, I did go to the World Cup and won it with Portugal. If you're on about IRL, I ain't ever doing that, my friend. No, FM World Cup. I figured. Dream Trip, my friend. What's a crack-a-lackin'? Almost 150 hours in 24. Not even 226. I can understand that, too. Like, to be fair, the rocky start of 26 makes it an entirely different kettle of fish. But they've been updating it, and it is a lot better than what it is. But what's weird about 26 is although everything about the game is faster, it has a faster match engine, it has faster UI integration, it has faster messaging, I find the game slower than 24. Now, I say that as someone who, and by the way, Duck has been here for it, so he can contest to this. Someone whose pre-season averaged 8 hours. Because he was there for 11 of them, the insane fucker. But yeah. How much of that was forgetting to turn it off at night? We don't speak about that, Dream. We don't speak about that. we don't judge people for consistently doing that. We've all done it before. We've all done it before. You don't want me to be popping up some of the games that I've ended up playing in the past. Like this game I'm playing at the moment in the background there. It's taken me way longer than it should have. But I've been playing Trails of Cold Steel 2. Trails of Cold Steel, the original. I played that game quite a lot. I have 220 hours in it. An awful lot of that is me just forgetting to close the goddamn game. Started a new save 2 to 3 days ago, and when checking competitions, I don't even see the league in there, just the FA Cup and trophy. That's weird, Dream. That's genuinely weird, huh? Still play it, but fell out of love with FM in 22-23. Only got FM for free on Epic. I mean, that was a good deal when they gave it for free on Epic. That's where I have 24, because I originally didn't purchase 24 when it came out. I waited until it came out on free on Epic, and then I just decided, you know, I've always wanted to do a bit of streaming. He's a friend of the chat, to Bounce. I know him personally myself. Convinced me one day to go and do Dark and Darker with him. So I went and I done that and done a Dark and Darker stream with him. And then afterwards I done Football Manager. I ended up getting a raid from Josh Peach, and I've never turned back since. You know, Josh Peach, if I can thank anyone, I can thank Josh Peach for where I am today. But yes, whilst you're gone, Dream Peach, just remember, Shlán go fóill and Pug Mahone. Anyway, now, let's cross our fingers, cross our toes. Can we beat Fulham? And can Villa beat Spurs? If Villa beat Spurs, then the world is safe. If Villa don't beat Spurs, I don't think I can ever recover from it. I don't think I can ever recover from it if I've given the Premier League to Spurs. So that's everyone. If you have any FFets, if you have a god, please pray to him. If you have any element that can put the FM gods in my favor, the RNG generator on our side, please do, because we'll see how it ends up going. I played this game on PC out of spite because my mom's boyfriend at the time sold my game FM07 on the 360 for like 25p to get a game cheaper for I can understand that too. The joys of that, Duck. The joys of that. Although it doesn't excuse why you're such an addict sense, it's just nice to see that it has happened. And I mean, at least you're getting plenty of enjoyment from it as a result. Okay. So. We have to win. But more than us winning, Spurs have to lose. Immediately! That is unreal. Immediately. Game, are you pulling the piss? Really, see, I lose this match now with the way this is going, and go third instead of fucking second. That's insane. That's It needs to be a win. Villa, come on, my boys. Villa, come on, my boys. I've never before in my life wanted a team to win more. Obviously, we need to win as well, but...
Shut up.
Don't you forget, you ain't won yet.
You asshole, score a bloody goal. Look at the possession we have. No! Brendan bloody Johnson. Oh, it's the hope that kills you. It's the hope that bloody kills you, isn't it? Oh, that's sickening. And then you have a tit like Victor Rook putting the ball out of play like that. I mean, in theory, the game isn't done. There's a chance that they'll end up losing. It's only a game, Crack. It's only a game. It's only a game. That even though we're 1-0 up, can go in.
Off is a direction you can fuck.
Now, come on, Villa. Do something for us. Okay, change your bloody squad. I'm just furious because it's not bloody fair. Villa couldn't do a job for us, could they not? Hey, look, so long as we don't let them win the bloody Champions League final. If they win the Champions League final, I think I might never play FM again. Genuinely. Rashford, you greedy bastard. You greedy bastard. I don't know. I genuinely don't have words for some of this. Like, this is the game doing everything in its power to piss me off. Everything in its power to piss me off. It's actually hilarious. Like it's a special. It's a. I see Brighton are 4-1 up. That couldn't end up happening to, I don't know, Villa. Half of the Demba, and then a direct save. Up she goes. Come on, Villa, please come into this game. Come on, Villa. Is it sad that I'm half tempted to cheat and reset the game until Spurs lose? Oh, it's just infuriating. Absolutely infuriating. West Ham got a goal versus Arsenal, though, so hey, we can praise B to that, I suppose. What a... You gonna count that goal? I was gonna say... What a shambolic final performance, too, for the season in the league. Ah, there we go. Nail in the proverbial coffin. Nail in the proverbial coffin. Spurs won the league. Spurs won the league. I'm actually salty about that. Of all teams, the team that we pulled the piss out of, won the goddamn league. They're double champions this year. I'm actually salty beyond belief. So we have City and then we have Spurs. And the Spurs have the chance to do the funniest bloody thing in the goddamn world. They genuinely have the chance to do the funniest thing in the goddamn world. Oh, I'm send the assistant. I'm not even walking in. I can't believe we lost that West Brom match. I genuinely can't believe we lost that West Brom match. That West Brom match boils my blood. It boils my blood in a special way. I don't have words for it. I genuinely don't have words for how angry that makes me. But hey, we have 2 more important games to go. 1 week until we have City. And then 1 week until we have Spurs. Record number of low league draws for United, 3. As if that bloody mattered, we still had the 8 losses. Absolute joke. And that's goalkeeping has a lot to do with those losses. We bought Edison because at the start of the season, Lenny Salmons just wasn't doing good enough. As kick into the turnaround saying I probably should have went and spent money on 2 goalkeepers, but like it would have been 100 quid, 100 million quid on a crappish goalkeeper. That's the reason why we went for Edison. Edison was literally the best option that we had. Yeah. The only player I really would want to get right now, well, yeah, him, obviously. But the only player I'd really, really, really want to get is Hector Fort from Barcelona, to put him on that left back side. I mean, Eduardo Camavinga can play there as well, so like get Eduardo Camavinga, plonk his ass there, and then Bob's your Uncle Happy out, but you're not getting Eduardo Camavinga. This is me talking as if I'm going to do the 4th season. Sorry, interesting. Okay, anyway. Wait a minute, if they're 4th and 5th, who won the Italian league? Oh, Juventus. Well, that makes sense. So Juventus would probably bite your hand off for that opportunity at the moment. It's funny, too, how this ended up turning out that Spurs won the league. Arsenal were dominant for the first half of this league. And then just started falling down the wayside with stupid little losses, kind of like us. So this is the thing, too. I don't know what it is about this. Like, it has more freedom in it, definitely. Like, the game it flows a wee bit faster. But it still feels very much slower. Like, if there isn't as many messages as there was previous to this, but this still feels like it takes too long. Well, this actually is taking too long. Whatever about it feeling too long, this actually is taking too long. Okay, cool. The other thing too I'm curious about is our actual finances. Because it says I have 180 million quid to spend on the transfers, but we're 300 million quid in debt, so I think I probably should have bought another goalkeeper, but hey. Saba still can improve quite a significant amount. Dogu is just not good enough, so we have to sell him. Of course, Rashford gets injured just before a final. Wouldn't be FM if someone actually decent didn't get injured before you ended up coming down to an actual important game. It's just FM's way that someone has to get injured. Yeah, City. There. Garnacho wins Young Player of the Season with 10 matches, 4 goals, and 1 assist. Nah. Oh, he's going out for the Europa League. That makes sense. Jesus, I was wondering if it was any other competition that made no bloody sense whatsoever. I mean, your stats are off the wall. Why is your ability so low? I don't know. Sometimes this game confuses me. Anyway, we'll see what ends up happening now as we continue on. Rooney pinpoints Haaland threat, and water is bloody wet, Rooney. Okay. So can we get an actual piece of trophyware this season? Can we win the FA Cup? Can we at least do a double? Mainly because even though it isn't the treble, we don't want Spurs to get a treble. So we can do a double to counteract their double, and technically our double is better than their double if we end up doing it. So out of sheer spite, out of sheer and utter spite, I want to win both of these games, just to ensure we don't give Thomas Frank a goddamn treble. Yeah, I'm not surprised that they both expect us to get a win. It is a final. It'd be mighty hilarious if they didn't expect us to get a win. Okay. So I don't care if you need a rest. You're playing. I don't care, son. You're playing. Have your rest over the summer. I don't care. You're playing. You're still injured. Fine. Is the cat back properly? No, but Paz is. Fine. Then in that case, we're going to go with the move that sacked Ruben Amorim. And we're going to go Stellar, Bruno, Paz, Ahmad. Victor is going to be replaced with Mbeumo. And Sesko up front. So, FA Cup final. Edison, Alex Jimenez, Lenny Yoro, Ilya Zambrani, Sava Karabayashi, Stiller, Bruno Fernandes, Ahmad, Nico Paz, Brian Mbeumo, and Benjamin Sheshko. Hardley, Delict, Cunha, or Cucurella, Gibbons, Malak, Menu, Victor Rushk, Rasmus Højlund, and Evan Ferguson. Can we get a result out of this? Cross the fingers. Come on, guys. I need some good luck. The last 2 times you haven't ended up giving it to me, so give me some luck here, my guys. Okay. So, as she gets ready now, we see the 2 finals coming up. Can we win the FA Cup? Can we become back-to-back winners of the Champions League? They've gone Donnarumma, Benjamin White, Ruben Diaz, John Stones, Josko Vardiel, Tonali, Bernardo Silva, Nico Riley, Ryan Gravenbach, Savinho, and Omar Marmoush. He's not injured. Haaland and Rodri aren't injured. Okay. That's a choice. That's definitely a choice. I mean, I'm not going to take a gift horse in the mouth. Let's see how we do. Let's see how we do. Can we start off with proper gumption, get into this? This should be a Wembley game, I think. Wembley, 90,000, yes. Okay, so it's already starting off that they have a bit more ready than we do. Brian Mbeumo now with a bit of a run down to Sesko. Bruno to Ahmad. Ahmad to Alex Jimenez. Nico Paz and Donnarumma with the save. This could be another case of Midas reaching his hands into my goddamn game. Let's hope not. Midas and his sticky hands are always a problem. Here we go. Marmoush up. Spurs won the league, senior up. Spurs won the league. Villa failed to do the task. So Spurs now currently have a double and could have a treble if we lose in the Champions League final. But we could have a better double if we manage to beat City today. So, you know, it's all on the line now to be pompous assholes and declare that we have the better double. Yep, we're going to do both of them now. Edison to Yoro. Zambrani. Back to Edison. Zambrani. Saba. Mbeumo. Saba. Mbeumo. Paz. Sesko! Wrong corner, Sesko. And then we don't see corners because, you know, corner tactics are a goddamn nightmare in this game. But we continue to go. So far, we've been the better team. Not really. Just slightly annoying more than anything else. You know, like, I would have liked to have beaten Spurs, but, you know, crap happens. Like, that's part of the game, you know. Football is like that. Like, that West Brom match was horse crap. Absolute horse crap. But, you know, it happens. It's just unfortunate that it's been happening all too much this season. And I have to look and see what can end up fixing it. And by the way, it did indeed happen. It did indeed happen. It's a hands of fucking Midas performance. It's happened again in a final. It's happened again. Nico Paz. And Bruno got it. Oh. I have to remember.
Shut up.
Don't you forget,
Here he goes.
you ain't won
Ooh,
yet.
I'm scared.
But 9/10 of the battle has been done when a goalkeeper is a Hands of Midas performance. The most important thing to do is bloody score. 7.6 means they become cement. They become cement. They're the hardest thing in the world to crack. They become diamonds. They become titanium. They're in your goddamn way. The fact that Donnarumma was beaten once might be enough. Rasmus Højlund comes on. Ahmad's not having a good performance either, so Victor Rushk will come on for him. Let's go. Into the second half. Shout at them and continue on. Let's hope we have a good second half. It easily could turn around and go the other way. We are not having a Hands of Midas performance. Edison is doing well, but we have to be careful. Boy, my friend, what is a crack-a-lack? You've come in at the FA Cup final versus Manchester City. We are currently 1-0 up. We are currently the better team. We have failed to vanquish Spurs in the Premier League. So Spurs are the Carabao Cup champions and the Premier League champions, but we have a chance to do a better double, to become the FA Cup champions and reigning, defending, conquering Champions League champions, and we find that out today. So let's see how it ends up going. So far, we're doing okay, but we have a Hands of Midas performance here. If they score on us, we could be screwed. We can't have Saba getting injured either, because if Saba's injured for the Champions League final, we genuinely could be in trouble. Ora, my friend, what is a crack-a-lackin'? Thank you so much for the raid. You are an absolute gent. Fantastic streamer. If you haven't done so, please give them a follow. A goat amongst goats like Senior Walt, like the others we have said before. Gent and Scholar. Unbelievable. We're doing a 24-hour stream this coming Friday, where as things stand, he has invited me to do Helldivers with him. I'm sorry, if I had noticed that, I would have timed them out. I tend to just ignore the ads for the most part, my friend. But we'll wait and we'll end up coming down and I'll start again. Yes, I'm stubborn enough to wait the entire time here and do it again. "30 seconds. We shall time it. We shall see." Listen to the beats while we're waiting. 6:15 seconds now until they're back. 10 seconds until they're back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, if you haven't done so, give Aura Master a follow. Genuinely a gent and a scholar, fantastic streamer and the whole lot. Doing a 24-hour stream on Friday where I might be able to end up joining them and doing some hell diving if the hell diving is still on offer. But genuinely, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for thinking of me. How did the stream end up going, my friend? Was it all good, grand, and delicious? Did you get much done in your Dead by Daylight foray? Were you a killer? Were you a hero? Were you a sound man? I love the koi fish. The koi fish is love. The koi fish is life. The koi fish is the most intimate partner I have ever had. I shouldn't say that out loud, but it's a pleasure to have you in as well. And I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of this. Scratch. I'm guessing it's not meant to be Screech from Saved by the Bell. I'm guessing it's meant to be Scratch. Is it? Stream went pretty well, thanks. Got some very solid killer games for the YouTube. Happy out. Both sound awesome. Well, Screech, was a man from Saved by the Bell. Fantastic show. Definitely go back and give it a watch if you can do. But I have no problem calling you Scratch if you want either, my friend. It's all good, grand, and delicious to end up saying hello and enjoying the crack with you. How is life treating all of you now, my friends? And how is the work for the YouTube going ahead? I have been doing some consideration into doing more editorial type stuff like that. Simple stuff like maybe a small 5-minute review on a movie or something of that description. But we'll see. We'll see. All hype, no brain. Love it. Hold Smee, I'll get to you in a second. Smee, I'll get to you in a second. I'll get to you in a second. All hype, no brain. All hype, no brain. Are you fucking kidding me? All hype, no brain. You deserve one of these, my friend. Because to be frank, you're fucking accurate. However, because you're accurate...
Off is a direction you can fuck.
Oh no, it's just obnoxiously long Shia LaBeouf. If you haven't seen that video, by the way, search up actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf. Anyway, Shmee, my friend, what's a crack-a-lack, thank you so much for the chat as well, and the follow. Yes, OT Football Manager, we have a legend of the chat here, Senior Duck, who's played all of those variants. I never ended up playing those old school games. Oh no, you used to play Football Manager. Sorry, not the OT games, because there actually were Football Manager games called either OT or OC. I can't remember the actual names of them, so that's sound. To be fair, it only took TikTok 2 hours to do it, but they're after restricting me. The joys. Anyway, yeah, but Football Manager is a good bit of crack. I recommend it to everyone. The community is awesome as well, so if you ever wanted to stream it, it's brilliant to come in. But yeah. But also, by the way, Scratch, just so you know, we're equal opportunity assholes here, so we enjoy a good ribbon. We enjoy a good ribbon. What's the record, Senior Duck, if you don't mind me asking? Can we win this now? Because we're 1-0 up. Savinio to Omar Marmoush. Lenny Oro saves the ball. Alex Jimenez with an atrocious pass. No! Oh, game. I gotta go get some food and do a combination of schoolwork and editing. Much love, my friend. No bother whatsoever. Again, thank you so much for choosing me for the raid. You're a gent and a scholar for doing it. Just remember before you go, Aura Master, I am Stupid Sexy Crack. Make sure your crack is 90. Schlongeful, and as always... Of course she breaks on that one. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Good, she's back. Bloody. There we go. Pog my horn! I don't know why that broke. Yeah, there we go. She is actually working. Weird. Of longest time before you got restricted on TikTok. I mean, it probably is, to be fair. But it does basically mean now that gifting is stopped and nobody's going to see the stream. So the joys of that. It's why I typically don't bother with the goddamn thing that much. I have to say, your choice of music just goes to the most random of places up. Okay, anyway, we're still in line. No, god damn it, of course it scored. Okay, TikTok has just turned around and said fuck you, so I'm going to say fuck off. If anyone is on TikTok and wants to come over and view me, I'm on Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. And TikTok, fuck off. What a useless cunt of an app. I hate that app so much. Anyway, sorry. Let me stop being so annoying. Oh, okay. No wonder that's why you played it. Well, we're still screwed, so we'll see what ends up happening. You would be the type of person to play a song intentionally designed to screw me. By the way, this is the second striker in a row that's had a bad game. Come on, guys. Nope, not when you're doing a shot like that. And the sad thing about it is, because Donnaruma's having a bloody Hands of Midas performance too, it's unlikely we're going to be able to score. And what's worse is I now have to, for the second time this goddamn game, substitute a fucking striker. Oh, you're not letting me substitute him. Okay, hopefully Ferguson can do a better job than Rasmus, because both Sesko and Rasmus have been shite this game, so let's see. Yeah, he ended up showing the link to it earlier on, so... Yeah, he's on 67. Unbelievable. It's insane. Just keep in mind, I'm not paying for your therapy bills, Duck. Cucurella to Manu. Ferguson! Oh! The reason why we kept this save to begin with. The Irishman that we got for 35 million quid after two strikers failed has come on and is actually doing something. I must remember.
Shut up.
Don't you forget,
Here he goes.
you ain't won yet.
Ooh, I'm scared.
But we're going there. We're going there. We're on the precipice. We're on the precipice of it. 15 minutes more. And we are the FA Cup winners. Can we get it? Hopefully. As I do not trust us with penalties. Lewis to Savino. Reinders! Oh, it's a good thing Degrassi was in a horrible place. Rico Lewis to Degrassi. Vale, we're still in this. It's been all City, though. This has been a very equal game, but hey, we're doing what we need to. Edison to Euro. Up to Victor Rushk. Up there to Nico Paz. Paz with a horrific pass. Paz got it back. Evans Ferguson! Picked the wrong one, but it counts either way. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We're there. We have it. We have it. There's no way they score 2 goals in the 1 minute that they've left. Is there? No. Can we score a fourth though? Can we score a fourth, or can you get a hat trick? Oh, it's so unlucky for Ferguson. It's so unlucky for Ferguson. Oh, he should have had his hat-trick. He should have had a hat-trick. A hat-trick in 30 minutes in the FA Cup final. Evan Ferguson should be a hat-trick hero. That's so unlucky for Ferguson. Well, but this is the crap that makes you love this game, where it's just mixed bag for half the game. They have a hands of Midas performance, and then just things flow and it works. Lucas, thank you so much for the follow. You're a scholar, my friend. I hope all is going good, grand, and delicious. So we're 1 out of 2 collected FA Cup champions. We failed to do the league. We failed to do the Carabao Cup. But the Champions League is still there. Senorita Key, what is a crack-a-lackin', my friend? Please, if you haven't done so, give the mistress, give the senorita, give the spicy and wonderful Key a follow. Absolutely fantastic streamer, always friendly, humble, and accepting whenever you're in their stream. Unbelievable too. And the person responsible for me figuring out that I'm actually capable of doing 25 proper push-ups. Right, Enter? 25 proper push-ups. Oh, hold on, Duck, before you go. Just remember, Duck, I have been Stupid Sexy Craic. Schlongafo, my friend. Make sure your Craic is 90. And as always, Pogmon. Adios, amigos. But I have not said a lie. I have not said a lie, Key. I have not said a lie. So, you know, the you're welcome, the thank you is not required or anything. All of it is true. But we have one more go. You've come at a magical time because we have a chance of doing a double. We have failed in 2 instances so far. And in both of those instances, it's the team that we face next that has stopped us. Thomas Frank's Spurs. They stopped us from winning the league. Well, we stopped ourselves from winning the league, but they stopped us from winning the league. They stopped us from winning the Carabao Cup. And now they have the potential to stop us from winning the Champions League. But we can come together and we can fight this. We can win. So are you streaming today yourself, Key, if you don't mind me asking? And if you are, how did it end up going? I hope it was good, grand, and delicious for you. Yeah, that's enough there. Exit the press conference. And now we go another 7 days, where we get acceptance and we see how life ends up coming around. Okay, at least it's the FA Cup. He's not banned for the Champions League final. I finished Styx, Shard of Darkness, played some crappy VTM game, and ended with a few dives into spread managed democracy. Well, how did the spreading of you say spread managed democracy? When you say that, that could either mean, actually that could mean a lot of games. That could mean you're spreading the democracy of Helldivers. It means you're in the likes of Space Marines 2. There are a multitude of options that could be selectable as a result of that declaration. Vampire the Masquerade. Now, Vampire the Masquerade 1 is a perfect example of beautiful jank. A game that works so well because of its jank, because of its incredibly interesting writing, because of its incredibly outdated approach to certain elements of game design. That game is absolutely fascinating. And there's a reason it's a cult classic. But it's buggy as hell too. It was some read and the text on screen, and there's still images of music. Yeah, unfortunately, it has a tendency to be a bit buggy like that. And then they ruined the whole thing by coming out with Vampire the Masquerade 2, and that was just shambolic. But how was the Helldivers 2 as well? Aura Master ended up being my breakthrough into it. He took my Helldivers virginity, and I hope to end up doing more of it again in the future. That's a game that unfortunately I just cannot play without someone there, because I die immediately. I love that name. Jackanaut, what's a crack-a-lack, is it all going good, grand, and delicious? How is your day treating you, my friend? I hope that the crack is 90. Let us know how life is treating you. All is going good this side of the woods. The crack is 90 with thine self. Talking to the wonderful individuals that are here, that have come through the multitude of raids that have come through, and the beautiful people that have said hello. Getting ourselves ready for the final match of this season. A match where we can end up stopping a potential treble from occurring. Life's been hard as a football fan because I'm a Sheffield Wednesday fan. Yeah, I can feel that pain, my friend. Would you have been happy if the conglomeration of Simon Jordan and his billionaire friend had actually purchased the club? Like, you're still in the process of someone actually purchasing your club, right? Because like I know unfortunately you're getting demoted. You're getting sent down to the next tier because of the administration and the whole lot. Like, if you look at the championship table at the moment in real life, Sheffield Wednesday are in the unfortunate position of being -6 on points, which is heartbreaking. Honestly heartbreaking. David Scotch is our only option. I don't know much about him, but hopefully it works out. I mean, the one good thing about you is you're a big fan base. So without the complete dissolval of the club, you should be able to get enough financing to potentially make your way back up. But going from League One to the Championship is one of the hardest moves anyone can end up doing. So I just wish you luck, my friend. I wish you luck, because it's not an easy task. I mean, that's not the worst. That's not the worst. Gareth Bale's been putting a load of money into the MLS. It means that there's a chance that you get American investors in there, and I know that's a rocky boat to end up going down. But, you know, it could be worse if he's holding that type of regard, that type of personage near him, you know. Okay. So it is time. We have failed on 2 separate occasions to stop the might of Spurs this season. They have been an enigma, wrapped in an anomaly, wrapped in excellence. But we have a chance, a slim chance, but a chance to have the better double. And we start on -15 next season. Oh, screw that. Why is that happening? I didn't hear about that happening. That's a joke. Okay. Edison. Alex Jimenez. Lenny Yoro. Ilya Sambrani. Saba Karabayashi. Angelo Stellar. Bruno Fernandes. Amad Diallo. Nico Paz. Brian Mbeumo. And because of his excellence in the FA Cup, Evan Ferguson. And we go in to Spurs. This is, without shame nor compunction, one of our biggest matches. We must get a win. Joshua, before we have to stop, and we have to give a bit of love to the man, the myth, the legend, known as OTS Joshua. Please, if you haven't done so before, give this scholar of a man a follow. An Arsenal fan who knows what it is like to bottle like we have done this season. This season, we were on track for a quadruple, but we bottled the Carabao Cup final to Spurs. We bottled the Premier League to Spurs. We won the FA Cup against City, and we're in the Champions League final against Spurs. If this goes wrong, Owl will have my balls in a vice grips. But we'll see how the crack ends up going. We'll see how it ends up being. Can we go up against our kryptonite and win? We will see. I'm a Manchester United fan, Jake and not. I started this save during the beta of this game and kept this save on for one reason and one reason alone. We signed a competent Irish player, and it is of my belief that Manchester United should always have an Irish player. So, can we at least finish this with the better double? Spurs won the Premier League and the Carabao Cup. Can we finish as defending champions of Europe, as we won it last year, and the FA Cup? We will find out now. So, we have one person we need to take out, which is Mark Cucurella. He's unfortunately not registered, but everyone else is. And we'll see how it ends up going. And because of the importance of this match, we're going to do something that I typically don't do because it can take the match 30 minutes to play. We're going to watch the entirety of the match. And weirdly enough, Spurs have gone weaker than normal. Vicario, Garuda, Danzo, Romero, Odage, Bergveld, Zar, Enzesko, Kulusevski, Tell, and Kolo Muani. But their bench is still strong. So can we get the victory? Can we come in here with piss and vinegar and end up getting the win? I believe we can. Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspurs, we have a slight advantage as the reigning champions of Europe. But can we keep it? We will see. Euro with the ball now. Over to Alex Jimenez. Amad Diallo now running through. Down we go, and just too much of a kick. Alex Jimenez has a tendency to be a bit excitable, so we need to be careful watching how that ends up going. Now, in the last 4 matches of importance that have come around, we have faced the almighty hands of Midas, where the goalkeeper's hands become golden and nothing we shoot at them goes into the back of the net. Will Vicario, of all people, have a hands of Midas performance? We may never know if the midfielders failed to pass the goddamn ball to the strikers. But Karabashi to Ilya, Yoro to Stellar, Karabashi, and taken out by Ensesco. Karabashi, young, the youngest player on this pitch, but a genuine star. Can he end up doing it? No, too quick by Bruno. Danzo to Gorata. Insco. Gorata. And Mbuemu kicks it out. That's unfortunate. Good interception, but unfortunately not enough control. Udage now, just up to the right side. Slow by Spurs, but they don't need to be quick. Alex Jimenez with a kick in the heel, but no cards, so we're okay there. Bergvall. This could be trouble. But no, Karabashi ends up doing the clearance. Kulusevski to Garuda. Back to Danzo. Taking it slow, but again, nice way to do it. I can't watch soccer. It's so boring after playing it for 13 years when I was younger. I don't really blame you, Key. I don't blame you for that. But FM, because this random number generator is so screwy, it has a different vibe to it too. But I don't 100% blame you. It's not for everyone. So I appreciate the fact that it's not your cup of tea. I was ironically as high energy as I seem. I was low energy today, and this is a bit more relaxing. So I ended up just playing this for a bit. Unfortunately, Evan Ferguson offside there, so not able to end up doing it. Pass to the striker, and he actually received it, but he wasn't onside. But I'm here for you, not for the soccer. Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to know that I can bring some enjoyment to something detestable. Even if my players are performing like jack shite. Hopefully. Bruno Fernandes taking the corner. Up she goes. And Amad Diallo letting it out for a United throw-in. Jimenez. To Stellar. Amad. What was that? I'd say that was tactical, but I haven't a bloody clue. I think the game might be coded a wee bit weird, because I think that should be a pass back, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Mbuemu. Sa. And they're after kicking it out as well. Interesting. This has been a very weird start to this game. Neither team have properly shown up. What? I'm sorry. I think the game broke me a bit there. Why did you throw that out for Bergvall? Okay, good. Elias. Genuinely, I don't know why you threw that out. Quick question. How do you pronounce? So there are multiple ways to pronounce that. The way you have it spelled there, because there are no fadas on it, would be pronounced slightly different. But I would pronounce that with the fadas, even though it doesn't have it on it. So I would pronounce that quaving. Quaving. Without the fadas on it, technically it's keeving. But I would pronounce it quaving. Yeah. So I would pronounce that quaving. Yeah, so quaving. Yeah. But yeah. Personally, I probably go quaving. Unless I was told otherwise, I go quaving. But I do the same thing with the likes of with the Irish words like Siobhan and the whole lot. Even though they're meant to have the fada on it, I pronounce them kind of the more traditional Irish way. The only one where I don't do that is Podrick, because I'm sorry, Patrick, shut the fuck up. Because Podrick literally means Patrick. And I'm just a dry shite like that. But, you know, what about I say, what about yourself? And then you need to try and phonetically tell me over bloody text, unless I remember this and we end up mentioning it in your stream. No, this is the second Champions League final. We won the last one. Kiva. Oh, Kiva. Oh, okay. So because the traditional Irish spelling of Kiva is that. Obviously with the father. I'm just too lazy to bother to put the father on the I. The traditional Irish spelling of Kiva would be that. Yeah, to my knowledge, and I could be getting this mixed up. To my knowledge, the one you have out there is Quaving. Well, the way you spelt it is more Quaving than Kiva. But again, it's acceptable either way. Like, there's a goalkeeper in the Premier League at the moment called Quaving Kelleher. And I'm almost positive, yeah, Quaving Kelleher spells it almost identical to what you have there, except for he has an IN at the end of it. So his is just Quaving, you know, as in he has the IN in order to emphasize the ing in the end of it. So his pronunciation is Quaving. So if you wanted to, I suppose you could go Quava and do that either for the E that's at the end of it. But either way, I suppose you could end up going Kiva as well. But it would probably be more Que, so Queva. So you're probably right with your Que, yeah, Queva. Yeah, you're probably right now that I think about it. Okay, you're probably right, Queva. You're probably right now that I think about it. Because it's Quave Kelleher is his name, Quave Kelleher, Quaving Kelleher. So the way it's pronounced there could be put down as Quave or Kiva, yeah. Quave or Kiva, yeah. But the way I have seen Kiva is Ciobha. But again, there's tons of pronunciations for all of this type of stuff. It's the same thing as John is traditionally John. It's traditionally John. But that could be pronounced Juan. That could be pronounced Yoon, as in Jon, without the H for some reason. I've heard it pronounced Yoon. I've pronounced it John. I've heard it pronounced Jan. So, you know, it's there's tons of pronunciations and everything. Like my name, my original name, like even the name I'm going with now, Craic. Tons of people call it Craic and Craic, you know. You know, even Walt's TTS can't get my bloody name right. No. Concerning there. Thank God Edison has a bit of strong heads on him. We might need to take Evan Ferguson off. The injury seems to be stunting his movement a bit. Does it now? Happy out. Happy out on that one. No, it never gets Craic right. I have to go CRACK for it to get Craic right if I wanted it. Yeah. So like if I do Craic, like Craic, the way I end up doing it, I have to change the. Give us a second. I know it's here somewhere. I'll lower the value of it for myself. Un momento, por favor. Dashboard, channel points, view. I'm nothing if not an incredibly stubborn man. To check this out right now. It is not you. Oh no, it wasn't even you that we used. Okay. It was you that we used. Yeah, so it's there. Okay, so that means I can go here and it should be, yeah. So, like, my name is this. And then go there, and yeah, so it's this.
Craic. CraicAttackCentral played text-to-speech for 5,000 channel points.
You've got to be kidding. I went through all of that effort to prove that it doesn't pronounce it right, and then it bloody pronounces it right. That's insane. That's hilarious. That's genuinely hilarious. I went to all of that effort, and it actually bloody pronounces it right. Basically. It says, don't besmirch my name, you dingus. You are a fool, and a fool should be made to look like a fool. Oh, this has been a horrible match so far. But yeah, no, it's all a bit of crack. So key all. So I have to spell a key all for it to get it right. Fair enough. Key all. So how would the AI end up going about it? Is it key all or how does it end up going on? Like, does it come out as key all? Or like, how is the actual? Again, I'm asking you a bloody question about pronunciation in a text-based fucking environment. Oh yes, Key. This is ×2 of what the regular match speed is. So the actual match speed is this. Some people like I play it unusually fast. Like, I play it unusually fast. I play it much faster than most people in the community end up playing it. But I'm able to catch at the speed that I have it where the passing is going wrong for my team. So I don't need it this slow. An awful lot of people have it at this speed so that you can see where all of the decisions are being made, so that you can see where your passing have gone wrong to make it more dynamic. Now, also, an awful lot of people don't keep it as a full match display like I have it at the moment. The only reason I'm doing the full match display is because of the match that it is, you know? And you can edit this as much as you want to make it however you want it to go as well. So, you know, there's you can change the camera angle. So, like, you can change it to this, which is a more tactical style to see it out like that. You can change it to the dynamic sideline, which makes it, you know, more castable like that. You can go behind the goal so that it looks completely, you know, unusual to everyone that's looking, you know. And then you can even do 2D Classic, which brings it up like this and gives you, you know, this type of view. But I tend to stick with the broadcast view because it's the view I end up liking myself. Yeah, the irony of the fact that I play the speed of the game really fast is that everything else I do about the game is bonkersly slow. On average, not in this game because we haven't really timed it in this game because we haven't gotten into a good flow of it in this game to know, but in FM24 when we were doing it beforehand, on average a preseason would take me 8 hours, which is abnormally long. I remember once Duck had turned around and he said he had done an entire season in the period of time it took me to do a preseason. Now, to be fair, I was streaming it, so there was an awful lot more, you know, talking and messing about and stuff like that. But I also am incredibly detail-oriented when it comes down to these games. We also need to make 2 or 3 substitutions at halftime. I'm struggling to sleep because of personal issues. I'm here for you, Senior Duck. I have to get out the therapy glasses. I don't pay for your therapy, but I'll be your therapist. So I don't have the therapy glasses, but I do have the I'm a pompous dick glasses. So tell us, young child, what ails your mind? I might as well be pompous dick therapist, since I don't have my blue light glasses on me at the moment, and I have no idea which jacket they're into, and have been far too lazy to find out. Paz to Karabashi, Bruno, Karabashi, Stellar, Ferguson. Why the long shot? Okay, we have to change that. My dad's hat stint surgery is messed up. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's so annoying to hear too, because nowadays it's such a common goddamn surgery that there's no excuse for it messing up. I'm genuinely so sorry to hear that, Senior Duck. There's not really much advice I can end up giving you when it comes down to something as horrible as that, because that's just the feelings that you have. Just live with them, hold them down. Don't be afraid to talk to people about it. Don't feel bad about feeling bad, and just be there for them in a time like that. Genuinely, it's a horrible, horrible, horrible thing to have to go through, and I'm so sorry to hear that, Duck. Genuinely, when feelings like that end up coming up and sleep becomes a problem, heat is a fantastic thing to end up doing. So a hot water bottle ends up helping you get a wee bit of sleep. Going for a run or something like that ends up helping as well. But yeah, a lot of pain, and he's staying overnight to see what's up. Yeah, and he's like, I know, and it's horrible. Hopefully, they're able to figure out whatever is wrong with it, and it isn't as bad as it first seems. Because it's genuinely horrible to hear stuff like that occurring. So we've been the better of the two teams, but not by much. Well, all I can say in the meantime too, Duck, is if you need a supportive ear, or you need a friend to talk to, or you even just want to play a game and chat shite, go into the Discord that's linked there with me, and I'll pop into the chat and give you a bit of support whenever you need to. Now, we're almost there, Shmee. We're almost there. We're almost there with the win. We just have to make a couple of substitutions and hope that things continue to go well. So we're going to make 2 subs at halftime. Give the crew a bollocking. And hope that things continue on well now. We're almost there now. Spurs are there to be vanquished. We've been the better team so far. We just haven't been able to get that final execution. The passes up to Mbeumo and Ahmad haven't been good enough. And then Evan Ferguson was just given a bit of a bad performance. So we'll see how things continue to go now. This is the type of game where the goal that happens first is the goal that wins this game. So we just take it easy and we hope that things end up going our way. Do you mind if I ask too, Key, if you're still here? When asking how I pronounce that word, is there Irish in your vicinity, or is it just that you had seen that Irish word and wanted to know how a person from Ireland would potentially end up pronouncing it? Because I do wish I was more fluent in actual Irish itself to give proper answers to that type of area. I might actually end up taking that spelling to my cousin, because she's fluent in Irish. She's actually an Irish teacher, and asking her how she would end up pronouncing it as well, just so that I didn't end up giving you mental effluvia. Matthias Tell. Dangerous. Okay, Destiny Odagu ends up failing there. Good. Paz up to Karabashi. Mbeumo trips over. That's not Mbeumo's first time for that to happen. Karabashi. And it's out for a corner. Ahmad And Vicario, I've seen it written a few times, and the Google says it could be pronounced a couple of ways, but I thought I'd ask an actual Irish person. Not too bad. Well, I'm glad. I'll ask and get you a proper pronunciation and let you know about it as well. But I will definitely end up... That's definitely the opinion I end up doing. The Mo's keeper just screwed him. Must be the update. I don't know. It happened to me earlier on, Benny, with West Brom. The two of them just screwed the pooch and gave Spurs the championship. Thankfully, it hasn't happened in this game. So we'll see how things end up happening. We still have the chance to get the victory. Oh! Sesko should have had that. Oh, no. Okay, Destiny there. Ahmad puts it out for a corner. This is dangerous. Champions League is 2-2 and their defender failed to win the ball versus a 5'8" striker, and that striker headed the ball into the goal, pammed back into the joys of that crap. Jimenez, Stellar, Ahmad to Karabashi. Sesko back there to Stellar. Karabashi, Bruno. Karabashi into the foot of Danzo. We're just playing bloody tennis now. But we'll see how it ends up going halfway through this Champions League match. That prediction earlier on of it being 1-0 in extra time, Jake Knott, might be coming true. Ahmad with the corner. Up we go. But Vicario with the big hands. Who would ever think that Vicario would be having a good performance? I don't think he's hit the levels of Hands of Midas yet, but he's getting there. Ahmad loses it easily to Matthias Tell. De Ligt to Jimenez. Straight to Ahmad. Tries to cut it to Sesko, but too tight of a cut. Kulusevski, Kolo Muani, Goretta, but stopped again. Saba Karabashi, Ilya Zambrani, Karabashi, Mbuemu, Ilya, Stellar, Sesko taken out by Tell. Good work there. It's getting a bit rough now. Jimenez to Ahmad. Nice attempt, but bad work. Ahmad. Ahmad Diallo! What a goal. What a goal. And we're one step closer to vanquishing them on the final hurdle of their treble. We're almost there. Can we keep it? Can we keep our head straight? Sar, Bergvall, Gertruda, Ensko. Oh, they're not making it easy on us now. They are not making it easy on us now. It's going tight, I'll tell you. Jimenez, Stellar, De Ligt. De Ligt is the one to be worried about. His morale is down, but he's performing good so far. Sesko and Ahmad have been having a lot of trouble with that cross-diagonal pass. They just haven't been doing them right, so maybe I need to change it up a bit, but we're winning, so maybe not as well. Because it was a moment of brilliance by Ahmad. It wasn't teamwork that ended up getting that goal. Kulusevski taken down. Free kick. No card, though. Can Bergvall score off of this? Bergvall. Bergvall. Out she goes, Sar. Okay, good defending by us. Alex Jimenez with the run taken down. Poirot and Spence coming onto the pitch. Interesting. Jimenez to Ahmad. Ahmad straight to Kolo Muani. Not good, but a good interception by Saba Karabayashi. Ahmad Diallo. Ahmad trying to do the one step, but it didn't work. Nico Paz up to Delict, who doesn't work right. Kulisevsky. Kolo Muani almost had it. Ahmad there out. Not a great pass by Ahmad, but Mbuemu gets it. Bruno to Paz. Paz to Jimenez. Jimenez to Ahmad. Loses it very easy to Pepe Sarr. Ahmad to Jimenez. Jimenez tries, but Spence has him. Mbuemu. Saba, and just too fast. Can we get the second goal? Can we get the insurance? Because it's far too likely they score yet. Poirot and Spence seem to be bringing a bit more dynamism to their team. Yes, they haven't had a proper chance on goal yet, so we have to be content as well. Sesko, but there's no one there to help him. Back to Stellar, but nothing good there. Okay. So, as much as I don't really want to do it, he's kind of getting burnt out. He's had a mediocre performance as it has gone. So, off goes Bruno Fernandes. On comes Kobe Mainoo. Kolo Muani to Spence to Tell. This is the worry. They're connecting up good, but a good interception there. Sesko to Paz to Mbuemu. Back to Stellar. And not able to get it to Jimenez. Good passing work, but it's just been a bit too sloppy. We need a wee bit more connective tissue in the work that we're doing. Paz loses it to Sarr far too easily. Stellar to Mainoo. Mainoo doing the same thing Bruno was. They're just a bit too energetic. Sarr to Bergvall. By far Spurs' best player, Bergvall. Even today, you can notice that he's all over the pitch. He's holding the ball well whenever he gets it. Saba to Nico. Paz loses it to Gertrude. And another corner. I'd be guessing we're on almost 8, if not 9 corners now. Up we go. Vicario straight to it. Ahmad back again. And offside. I don't know if it was Ahmad who was offside there or Mbuemu. Poirot. Bergvall. Kulisevsky taken down. And with only 20 minutes remaining, can we contain it? Thanks for doing that, by the way, Senior Duck. If you haven't, please give Sir Benekage a follow. Unfortunately, that's one of his older streams from back in the day when he was a commentator on Counter-Strike. He does have an unretire button as part of his channel points, but it's 9.9 billion channel points, so I don't think anyone's ever going to get to it. But an absolutely fantastic streamer, American in origin. Not that that means anything. And genuinely a gas bit of crack. Does a load of phenomenal stuff into his baseball, into his football manager, into his action Tynaman. You know, fantastic individual. Genuinely recommend it if you can do. Give him a follow if nothing else. Has my type of personality as well, so is always up for the crack in the chat. Do give him a follow if you can do, my friends. Now, Poirot coming down, trying to end up giving a good indication in. And another substitution. Brendan Johnson and Ben Cantor, 2 dynamos who can come in and make a difference off of the bench. Paz now. Doing well, Paz. Jimenez, Ahmad, Stellar. And again, Stellar makes it 2. But we must always remember, 2-0 is the most dangerous score in all of football. It's when complacency steps in. So,
Shut up.
Don't you forget,
Here he goes.
you ain't won
Ooh,
yet.
I'm scared.
let's hope we can continue on and get the win. It helps that they're doing shoddy passmanship now. Mbeumo is tired, so we need to make a change for Mbeumo. Who do we have on the bench? Victor Rushk on for Mbeumo. Saba Karabayashi is also tired, so we need to swap him off. Do we have anyone for him? Not really. I suppose we could do Jaden. But I'm going to leave Saba. Saba's been performing grand. He's not tired enough for us to need to do the sub yet. Vicario out. Delict to Edison. Saba. So I actually am going to make another change in a second. And it's one I shouldn't do. But he's been integral in this Champions League campaign. And deserves to get a goal in the final. So once we hit 80 minutes and we're out of play, we'll make another substitution. Jimenez to Paz. Ahmad running down the corner there. Jimenez taken by Brendan Johnson. Koulibaly stopped and it's out of play. Ooh, is Stellar injured? Yes. That's annoying because it wasn't Stiller. Well, it actually was Stiller I was going to take off. But, so Stiller comes off and Nathan DeCat, another youngster, 19 years of age, future generational talent for us, comes onto the pitch now. Has been revolutionary this season for us. Has gotten us loads of goals that have been worlders. It's annoying that it comes on the back of an injury, but as soon as the ball is out again, DeCat will end up coming on. Victor Rushk. Down to Paz. Paz down there and taken down by Manu. Free kick now and on comes DeCat. The end is nigh, my friends. Jimenez. Turn back. Manu. DeCat. Manu. Surprised DeCat didn't go for the shot. Normally he would do. Maybe the injury has him a bit skittish. What a tackle by Matthias de Ligt. Manu to Ilya. Saba Karabayashi to Victor Rushk. Rushk to Paz. And Rook taken down. Paz with the free kick. In we go. Stop Kolo Muani with the ball. Anything can happen in these last 10 minutes. Did you know Nutella's made from Ferrero Rocher? I did not know that fact. Did you know that Ireland's favourite teabag is Lions', which is why the world war between Lions' teabag and Barry's teabag will go on for eternity? Don't you know there's nothing quite like it? And if you take a side, you are propagating the start of the Irish Civil War, and I would never do such a thing as to take a side in that equation. Never would I do such a deplorable act. But I honestly didn't know that. I know that there's meant to be a very, very nice Ferrero Rocher hot chocolate. And I've never tried it. I'm not a massive fan of nuts. Sesco. I'm not a massive fan of nuts, so that's one of the reasons why I've never ended up trying. I'm not a massive fan of Ferrero Rocher, although the chocolate is gorgeous. Like I went to Kildare Village not too long ago, and they had a Butler's. No, a Lindt chocolate store there where you could go and get a Lindt 99. I got a mixed Lindt chocolate 99 with 2 different types of chocolate. Gorgeous. But the bastard was $6.50. I've never heard my wallet scream so much in its life. Well, I have. I bought the tickets to WrestleMania. And Kudus is coming on now. Mohammed Kudus coming on to watch his team lose. 5 minutes left until we are 2 years in a row the champions of Europe. The cat almost gets Ahmad. And you see there the cat with almost picture perfect in connection. I'm looking forward to my Lindt chocolate Easter bunny. I will say that's one of the things I miss from my old work establishment. When I was working with Ericsson's back in the day, they used to give you a butler's chocolate egg, and it was gorgeous. I mean, it made my ass 3 sizes bigger, but it was gorgeous. It was worth my ass being 3 sizes bigger for that time. Which United or Spurs? Because Spurs are, to be fair, more UCL than the league. I mean, yeah. Although, to be fair, we were 3 points off of the league, and we should have won the league if it wasn't for FM screwing me 10 shades of crap. 3 minutes until it is done. The cat, Saba, Menu. Can we get a third goal just to seal it away? Amad Diallo loses it to Brendan Johnson. The cat to Rushk, and its assistance flag go up. It was an offside. 1.5 minutes left. Mohamed Kulusevski, Benkentor, Garuda, Romero, Spence, Janssen. Out she goes. Victor Rushk. Saba. The cat. Paz. Sesko. Jimenez. Menu loses it to Kulusevski. No. Kawani and dodged out there, and I think that might be it. I think this might be it. This might be the end of it. Corner. Edison grabs the ball, and we are champions of Europe 2 years in a row. Now the decision needs to be made. Does the Craic finally do rags to riches? Starting from down below, making his way up, or do we go for season 4? Do we continue on with season 4 and see if we can do the quadruple? I think we might go rags to riches, but time shall tell. Until then, we have had a fairly successful league. We were aiming for the quadruple and we failed to do that. But we done the better double. We won the Champions League. And we won the FA Cup. A delight of delights. Brilliant for us to end up happening there. And I think that, my friends... Jay, thank you so much. I'm actually ending, if you'd end up believing it. But before I do, please, my friends... give the almighty Jay a follow if you have not done so yourself. A gent and a scholar, fantastic streamer of epic proportions, clip here of Arc Raiders, but the last time I ended up seeing them, I believe it was Borderlands 4. Gent and a scholar whenever you go in and chat to them. If you have not done so, give them a follow. Fantastic beyond all beliefs. Should be well above the station from which they're currently in and will rise to the rags and the riches, kind of like what we might end up doing in our next save. But genuinely, thank you all so much, and thank him for coming in. Give him a follow if you haven't done. But unfortunately, normally I would try and stay on if that was the case, but it is midnight. I have work in the morning and we need to continue on with something else. I'm going to send everyone off now to something else. Who is currently active? Let's see who's online. Sky Berto. I kind of wish Dark ended up going live early, but he didn't. I suppose I'll share the love on, and I will send you all to a EAFC streamer who doesn't know how to do push-ups at all. I'm going to send you on off to Enter AI. Fantastic man, a gent and a scholar there, playing EAFC clubs at the moment. Again, thank you all so much for coming in. It has been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Duck, could you ban him for me? Unfortunately, I'm in the raid screen and I don't want to end up having to do it, if possible, my friend. Only time I'm going to call on you if you're here to actually do the thing. Actually, I'll do it myself. Give me a second. Give me a second. Go to Stream Manager. Up to there. And ban. Good. Okay. So, thank you all so much. Until next time, I have been Stupid Sexy Craic. As is always the case, make sure your Craic is 90. Shalonga fool and... Poke my home, my friends. Adios, amigos.